And of course, Mr. Carter here is the man who heads up Imperial Fine Casualty and Imperial Management. And of course, Cindy is the backbone of organizing all of their functions. Cindy Nazat, good morning, Cindy. And here's some proud people. And of course, in the center is our own Dirk Boudreau with Imperial.
That's right, Comptroller.
Comptroller, the COO.
COO, that's right. Welcome back, KSLO, by the way. And some of the guys from the Dallas office?
Yep, Dallas office. Some more people from the Dallas office. And two girls in Noel here. That's Noel and that's Stacy and Jennifer.
Good morning.
And they work in the Dallas office of Imperial.
Very good.
And
boy, you got stuff grilling outside?
Yes, sir. Grilling fish and
everything.
That wasn't. Yep. And here's two long-time employees of Imperial, and of course Janice on the left, Janice Hopkins, Hopalong as we call her.
That's right.
She's been 28 years. She's been with my company and Imperial.
Hard at 8 years old.
Yeah, that's right. And Terry
Rhodes from
Shreveport
as well.
Both of them live in the Shreveport area. And here's a brand new convenience store going up in Point Blue, Louisiana, right on the corner, and should do well. There's nothing out there that's comparable to this. They should do a good business. And this is the old Perron Grocery.
No kidding.
Mercantile, as they used to call those stores there. That's
general merchandise and everything.
That's Donnie and Gerard and Phyllis. We talked about them last week. Well, that was their relatives that own this corner right here.
Cool.
And this is where the first groceries that I ate as a child was bought at the Oaktown Fontenot grocery store in downtown Prairie Ronde. I took that in. That's inside of my car. I was just passing by and snapped it.
Little sunset on 3 Mile.
You have to have a.
How about this picture? Now, tell me that it says College of Education, Rebels with a Cause, and I see you were the president and all these other folks are representatives.
That was a team.
So y'all had it was like student government?
Yes, student government. That's correct.
For each department
had
in the college. Really?
In the college. That's correct.
When I came along, they didn't do that. It was university wide. It wasn't by department. So now who sent you
we were advanced.
Well, sure you were advanced.
Levy Boudreau. Look at Levy at the bottom. The one male at the bottom on with the four. He was on the team. Rebels with a Cause. How about that?
And you were the president. How could that
I ran.
You like politics?
I didn't win.
You ran. I just ran.
No, Come on now. That was our flyers we had to pass out.
Well, excellent.
And I mentioned that we talked about Christian last week on the radio. Today, we have an actual picture of you, Christian. I'm sure he's listening to the program. So good morning to you, Christian.
Now, this is some of that
erosion that is taking place. If you don't believe it, and a lot of you or members of the association at 3 Mile Lake, that something needs to be done real bad, and we're working up different.
That's part of what a lake association is about. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, "Well, why do you need an association?" I said, "Look, you don't just drop a hole in the ground and not have to maintain. Between the fish and the lilies, erosion, a leaking weir, you got all kind of issues that go on.
Trying to protect the rights of the lot owners by having chains across the launch
to keep just people who actually own property there on it
and pay their fee to get a key. And anyhow, good picture. And then that was Saturday morning. I took this picture. Friday morning. I'm sorry. I spent the night out there last Thursday.
That's a nice little pavilion.
This is Keats right here, Keith Fontenot. And here we are riding in Keats' boat.
You took the picture and you're in the boat. How you did that?
Well, now Vicky took this. With her camera. She zoomed in from across.
More ducks.
Ducks.
That's zoomed in tight.
You got those pictures. Yeah.
I'm impressed. And then some of the ducks heading back up north. Now that spring is coming.
Getting ready.
Go back up and nice sunset again over the lake.
Another sunset, just a beautiful sky, beautiful weather we have.
That's all my photos. How about if I sneak another sponsor in? Boy, I'm sneaking like crazy. Steamboat Warehouse. Get mama away from the smell of her own cooking. Steamboat Warehouse. Great food, great ambiance. the weather right now is gorgeous. You can go sit out on the wharf with your adult libation. I recommend the Bloody Mary with the pickle Zydeco. That's not bad. Of course, they got an excellent wine selection, one of the best wine selections you're going to find of red wines, white wines, whatever you're looking for. Seafood out of this world, always fresh. Chef owner Jason Hugate's always out there trying to find what's the latest hot things going on in food and what's in season, what's just coming around. So go by Steamboat Warehouse in Washington.
Well, he's young and he's energetic and he's talented. And when you add all of that together, you end up with a good product.
He's not showing up to work. He's doing it because he likes it, and that makes all the difference in the world. When a guy walks in dragging his feet to work,
well,
the right
you
thing.
saw the pictures of Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Blue
Loves to cook.
would run a lot of people out of business if he ever opened a restaurant. I mean, he's talented.
Right.
The only thing is he'd probably go broke because he would offer too much.
Right.
Too many different foods on a platter.
We want to remind people the Chamber of Commerce, St. Landry, Opposite St. Landry Chamber of Commerce, their big gala and award ceremony is going to be March 24th on a Thursday at the Evangeline Downs Event Center. If you want more info, call 942-2683. They're doing the Roaring 1920s.
And that's always a very, very interesting. In fact, I had an award one year. I didn't know anything about it. Y'all pulled one off.
We all kind of implied it was Joe Fred getting the award and then dropped it on you. Good morning, Joe Fred.
Yeah.
Hope you're feeling better. I heard he had a little something done, had a little something, little mouth problem, he said.
Yeah, he sure did. And I want to apologize to Arlene, J.E.'s wife, Arlene Brignac. They live in Prairieville, and they had a surprise birthday party for her last Sunday afternoon, and Vicky had to take her little grandson back, and things developed that held her back later than she thought, and we weren't able to go, so maybe they're watching it on their computer in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. What about this? Tonight, March the 3rd, that's the 3rd, Thursday night, KDCG, our TV station, will be filming on location at Beau's Garage. That's downtown Opelousas, the old Baudelaire Chevrolet building.
Easy to get to.
Capturing performance footage of Glenn, a band of one. Last week he was over at Cozy's. I understand a nice turnout, and we hopefully this will remind a lot of you. We'd sure appreciate if you'd go out. They're going to do that. The first 50 people through the door by 8 p.m. will receive a free scratch-off lottery ticket and a free koozie. How about that?
Yes.
Koozie. That's right. A band of one. And we're going to be taping it, and you could be on his promotional DVD. And he plays good music, I might add. Very good music.
This year's Man-to-Man Conference is going to be at the Cajun Dome on April 30th, put on by the Diocese of Lafayette. The guest speaker will be Rudy. You know the Notre Dame movie about the guy who just worked and tried to play football all those years and finally got in his last game of his senior year? He's going to be the guest speaker over there. Also, Jesse Romero will be speaking there too, the kickbox and boxing champion. You can go to man2mancc.com for more info.
It's a little bit early, but we want to remind people that the Earl Taylor Golf Classic of 2011 will be held April, it's always on a Monday, April 11th at the Indian Hills Country Club. So if you want to get yourself a little team together, they play by four-man team, and of course it helps Earl, and he uses this money to help various causes and people in need of assistance during the year. That's what this money goes to.
One more autism event, the 5th annual Walk for Hope will be in Lafayette Saturday the 26th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Park International. It's downtown Lafayette. It's going to be everything for the kids to cut up and plenty of entertainment for the adults as well. $20 per person. And I don't have a phone number, but I bet you can call Bambi Palazzola and get the info.
Okay. The amount of people that were counted during the census last year seems to have maybe shortchanged our parish.
You think so?
Shortchanged probably the city of Opelousas considerably.
Do you remember how hard it was for you to get a census form this year? You remember the trouble you had to go through?
Yeah.
Just think all the people who didn't do all that. And I got plenty of relatives that called me after to say, we never got a census form.
Yeah.
What's the deal? And it was too late.
There was a lady that had gone to my house. She said it was the third time, but she had never left. They said they were going to leave you a little package on your door.
They left nothing.
But and she was walking away when I drove up. So I got counted because I drove up at the right time, because it was right at the end. We mentioned it here on the program. Sure. So it seems as though Ladrika, our state representative, Ladrika theory, Johnson theory. Let me
get it all
put
in.
That Johnson in
That's
there.
right. Got to get the little bull
And
side.
Albert Lee Gurry, our state senator that lives here in Opelousas, and Don Menard, our parish president, made a conference, news conference on the courthouse square, letting the people know that they're going to attempt to challenge these numbers. And it's not easy, you know, because everybody has...
everybody wants a challenge. Everybody wants a bigger number.
So what they've done, though, they've gone a step maybe more than the others. They have inquired if the government doesn't want to recount it, then they've asked UL in Lafayette and LSUE.
How the two universities do it.
Two universities, let them, it'd be a great experience to run a test on it. And I can't believe that what was the paper said?
3,000 fewer people around the city? I mean, is that
no,
the number?
No,
6,000 in the city and 3,000 parish-wide?
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy numbers.
It's crazy
numbers. You go find an empty house. Or go look at the enrollment at the schools. You're going to tell me that we got more kids but less people? What, the kids are moving by themselves over here and the adults all moved out of the parish? It don't make sense.
Anyhow, thank you all for taking this on, and hopefully, because let me tell you, this is how you get revenues.
Everything.
Money.
How many representatives you get? Everything.
That's right.
Yep. How about one more sponsor? Washington State Bank. All your banking needs, Washington State Bank can help you with online banking, home loans, commercial loans. They can help you with renovations. You're going to expand your business. They can do all that as well. Fixed rate, good loans, online banking. Washington State Bank, locations throughout St. Henry Parish. Now, I got to go to commercial break, TV and radio.
Okay.
How you like that? We like to see y'all. We'd like to see you on the other side. Come back on the other side of 3.